Hey guys!
It's your favorite librarians here, and we are back for another CCLS BookTube episode. That's Shelby.
And that's Yoli, and we're coming at you from the Sam and Carmina Goss Library here in Mont Bellevue.
Yep, and we're here to talk about what we always talk about, new books.
New books, new thrilling reads for you to check out.
The first new book we're going to talk about is Lady in the Lake by Laura Lippman.
And this one you said was based off of a true story?
True events. In the book, it's based in 1966 in Baltimore, and you have a character who is found dead in a lake, and then you also have the death of a young girl, and so those two things really did happen in real life. But then beyond that, she said she didn't want to know any details about the true story because she wanted to write her own story.
Okay.
So that's kind of a neat little fact about it. So you do have Maddie Schwartz. She has just left her marriage of almost 20 years and just was not happy. And so she gets a job at a newspaper. And meanwhile, this woman has been found in a lake, dead. And she's like, you know what, I'm going to investigate it, even though everybody else is trying to be like, don't.
Yeah.
Investigate, it doesn't matter, no one cares. She's like, no, it matters, and I'm going to do it. So, but then you also have the point of view of Cleo, who is the lady that was found in the lake.
Oh, like her story?
Her ghost, yeah.
Oh.
But is it her ghost?
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait. She was murdered.
Possibly.
They're saying she was murdered.
Yes.
She was found in a lake.
Yes.
But then there's a ghost.
The whole time that you're reading, you're getting Cleo's point of view, and she's just like, will you just quit sticking your nose where it doesn't belong? So she's not happy that Maddie is looking into it. Say much more about it because it'll give it away.
She's not happy that she cares and she's trying to figure it out?
No.
Yep. You would think that someone would want you to... Oh, maybe she don't want... Like she was... Her murder fake. I don't know.
Lady in the Lake.
It's all a trick.
It could be, and then it could just be crazy.
I mean, it sounds like a twist.
It is. It's a twist, all right.
Yeah.
So that's Lady in the Lake by Laura Lippman.
The next new book that we're going to talk about is another mystery for you. It's The Stranger Inside by Lisa Unger. So this one starts off with three friends. They're around 12 years old. The main character's name, her name is Rain, and then there's Tess and Hank.
Okay.
So they're just, I guess, strolling home one day, and someone just abducts them, or tries to abduct them anyway.
A candy van.
A candy van man? Like, come here, I got some candy, get in my car. Or if they jumped out and just, like, try to grab them. But Rain gets away, and Tess gets away as well, but then Hank, I guess, gets caught, and he spends some time in captivity. Later down the road, Hank gets free, and I guess he, the abductor gets caught. Candyman gets caught.
Okay.
And he gets put in prison.
Well, good for the Candyman. He'll get beat up in there.
So then, I don't know how far down the road, but he gets released, of course. And
because you abduct kids and you get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, that's not a big deal anymore.
It just doesn't seem like enough of a punishment.
Yeah.
But go on. He gets free.
So he's freed, and then the ultimate justice is served when someone murders him.
Yes.
We don't really know who did it, but that happens.
Hank. My money's on Hank.
Yeah, Hank would be the one to be angry. I mean, who knows what happened to him while he was in captivity. Okay, so then it jumps forward to Rain's life.
Okay.
She's now a mom. She was a hard-hitting journalist, but she's put that aside to be a stay-at-home mom for her infant daughter. Things start happening that remind her of her past. So there's...
People are getting kidnapped again?
Yeah. Like, people are getting abducted, and then the killer or the criminal will be put in prison, but later released and then murdered.
The whole scenario is happening again?
Yeah, it's like the whole thing is repeating itself, but multiple times. Yeah.
Well, it's got to be all different kidnappers. I mean, it can't be the same
It can't be the same people because they're dying. Yeah. So she can't help but get drawn into this because what is going on.
Why do you live in a town that's full of nothing but kidnappers?
And kidnappers getting murdered.
Okay, so you live in a town that has
Kidnappers.
numerous kidnappers and possibly just one killer killing all the kidnappers.
Because they're angry that they
But
get
how
released.
is that person finding the kidnappers but not the police?
Justice is not served, so someone's not happy about it.
I'm not happy about it.
So if you want to find out the mystery behind this book, The Stranger Inside, we'll have it on our new shelf for you to check out.
And the next new book we're going to talk about is The Chestnut Man. So I have seen this book all over Instagram. It's very popular right now. Everyone is reading it. Everyone has their hands on it, and so do we.
Copy. Yeah.
Yep, you can pick it up here. So, okay, the very first sentence when you open it up. A psychopath is terrorizing Copenhagen.
Well, let's just get right down to it.
Yep. They didn't beat around the bush.
Yeah.
Or the coconut tree. Or the coconut
Or
tree.
the
chestnut tree.
Wait, the coconut man?
It's not the coconut man. So, the Chestnut Man got his name because apparently he makes these dolls
Okay.
out of 2 chestnuts and matchsticks.
What? So he kidnaps and murders people.
Yes.
Okay.
And then he leaves this chestnut doll by the bloody crime scene.
Wait. So he leaves. That's his mark. That's how he gets his name. So he leaves a doll wherever he kills somebody, like with their body. What is the doll?
It's a handmade doll made of matchsticks and 2 chestnuts. This is supposed to be scary, but it cracks me up. I don't know why.
So he makes chestnut dolls.
Yes. And he leaves them at the crime scene.
She obviously can't handle this. You said it's 2 chestnuts. So glued together, and then
I mean, does he have a craft room and he's got a hot glue gun? I don't know, but it cracks me up, and I'm sorry.
I mean, the story itself is probably frightening and scary, and no one wants to be murdered or come across murder or anything like that. But
do you think Charles Manson left a chestnut doll? But okay, so then as they've found these dolls, the forensic people realize or discover that one of them has a fingerprint on it. And the fingerprint belongs to a young girl, a government minister's daughter, who had been kidnapped and murdered a year ago.
So was that doll around a year ago?
Was she making them? He kidnapped her and
She's
put her in a
alive.
sweatshop?
She's alive, and she's in his basement making chestnut dolls.
Yes.
You
No.
must create 100 chestnut dolls before you leave.
Yeah. Is it a tragic coincidence or something more twisted?
I'm hoping it's a twist. Like, this dude's gotta have some kind of issue with chestnuts in the past.
It's a derailed Boy Scout that just couldn't hack it in nature.
And
Maybe you're just going to crack up through the whole thing. I don't know.
I really don't think you'll crack up through the whole thing.
I hope not.
I would think not. This book sounded really good up until we start talking about it.
I mean, I really do want to read this.
Yeah, I mean,
but I don't know why it sounds funny when we talk about it.
I mean, it's kind of different.
Why is a murderer hot gluing chestnuts and matchsticks together? I don't know. Anyway, that's The Chestnut Man. You can get it here on our new shelf.
The next new book we're going to talk about is called Pursuit by Joyce Carol Oates. So this
Looks
one,
creepy.
yeah, it does look creepy from the cover. I mean, it's just
That hand.
It's like a body. It's her body, I guess. I'm assuming. So the main character, her name is Abby. So what happens is it says that as a child she has this reoccurring nightmare all the time. So she has it often every night, just a lot, and all of a sudden it just goes away. like she doesn't have it anymore. Down the road, she is going to get married.
Okay.
And so the night before her wedding, she has the dream.
It's a sign to not marry that dude.
Why it all of a sudden came back, I don't know.
It's him.
Yeah, it probably is. But she has a dream, and then I guess it was horrible. I'm not sure what happens in this dream, but it was so bad that the day of her wedding, so the next day, she walks herself into traffic. So she does not die from it. She gets hit, and it goes to her being in the hospital, and her husband, or supposed to be husband, because they didn't get married, is trying to think, was this premeditated? You know, did she have a motive for this? Did I do something? Did she, like, why did she walk into traffic? Was it an accident?
She doesn't want to marry you.
Like, I don't know. But he starts to piece together things from her past, and just, I'm not sure if he's talking to people, but he starts to figure out things that she never told him. What I read, it seems like from her childhood, she didn't have a good one. Like, it was a very rough, like, she had a drug addicted father, a really crazy mom, so I'm not sure what all she went through, and if it just kind of made her cuckoo. The other question, like, what is this dream that she's had so many times, and why did it go so long until the day before she was going to get married?
I still think she shouldn't marry him. It's a
Yeah,
sign.
I mean, that's kind of odd.
Still after her to get married? Like, did he show up to the hospital in his tux?
All right, honey, let's go ahead and do
Hurry up
this.
and get over that, because
Yeah.
we got to walk down the aisle.
So, yeah, I'm not
Well-
sure, like, what the dream is and why it led her into traffic and why it was on the night before her wedding, but
Do you think Abby should marry him?
I'm going to say no at this point.
Please cast your vote.
Yeah. So if you would like to know and find out more about this book, we'll have it on our shelf for you to check out. And that's Pursuit by Joyce Carol Oates.
And the next new book we're going to talk about is Cilka's Journey by Heather Morris. And this is kind of a spin-off, because it's not really a series, but of The Tattooist of Auschwitz. If you read that book, then you know she was a character in the story. So now we're going to get her story.
Okay.
When she was first taken to Auschwitz, she was only 16 years old, so she was just a young girl. They immediately notice how beautiful she is, and she forcibly is separated from the other women, and like the German soldiers take her because they want her to have a relationship with her. And of course, I mean,
If your life's at risk.
yeah, you're gonna do what you have to do to survive.
Yes.
So now the war is over and the camp is liberated, but freedom is not granted to her because of her actions and her relationship with him. She is charged as a collaborator. So, like,
But she was just protecting her own life.
yeah, but I don't think they cared. So now she's in a Siberian prison camp. But she befriends a female doctor, and I think she kind of takes her under her wing, and she starts taking care of people that are there. So she feels like, you know, she's doing some good. But it's still brutal.
Yeah, I mean, if you go through something like that, you're not gonna just be okay.
It's a caring heart.
Like, what is is she Jewish? Is she Polish? Is she...
I don't
Because, like,
remember.
you know, what's weird is, and this is just throwing it out there, but, like, in that time period, you know, they hated the Jews, and some Polish people got sucked into it and everything else, but because of her beauty, it's okay she's Jewish. Like, if she's Jewish, like, oh, but she's beautiful, so, like, how was that accepted by the other Nazis? Jews are supposed to be Jews, right?
I don't know.
She's just very pretty.
Yeah, we'll accept her.
Okay.
I don't know.
Those people back then messed up.
Another part of The Tattooist of Auschwitz, if you're interested in some historical fiction, as a lot of people are, we will have this one on our new shelf. Okay guys, that was everything we wanted to talk about in this video of new books. And if you can hear anything in the background, that is the high school band practicing next door. So apparently we have some background music now.
Yeah, so just ignore it. It'll be fine.
They're pretty good though.
Yeah, they're doing a great job out there.
Way to go, Eagles.
Woo! So if you liked any or find interesting any of the books we mentioned today, I will list them in the description below for you. And I'll also put our link for our website so you can check out our catalog, see what's available, and what awesome events we have going on.
We have a lot.
So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and be sure to give us a subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.
Yep.
Bye.